Skylar, Sigardian Emissary, is a 5 mana 2/2. Seems overcosted, but it tells us that something good is coming. This is true because Skylar gets a +1 counter whenever another human enters the battlefield. This means that your Mentor of the Meek, but also your 5 or 10 human tokens from increasing devotion, lets you play this whenever you have Skylar out. This would mean that you would have a 7/7 Skylar. His second ability then grows each of your humans by +1/+1 for every counter on Skylar, meaning that you will have an additional 5/6/6 humans around your commander. Now that we understand Skylar's concept and strength, we should be honest and realize Skylar's main weakness, because the interaction I just described would cost you a total of 10 mana. This means that you will want to have a lot of ways to make mana in Skylar's deck. My favorite way to do this is by using Catilda Dawnheart's Prime. She gives all of your humans the ability to tap for mana, meaning that she would help you perfectly on your way towards a big board to be buffed and a way to grow Skylar soon. Of course, you should have more reliable ramp too, but I want to stay with Catilda a bit. Catilda Dawnheart Prime is from Innistrad, just like Skylar. They are both in green and white, still they stand on different sides of their world. Catilda is the leader of the Dawnheart Coven. This is a group of witches that is faithful to a forest deity. These witches eat mud, they dance, and they make weird masks in order to feel more in tune with the forest and their deity lord. This gives them the ability to gather power or mana from the lands around them. Meanwhile, Skylar is an emissary of an angel named Sigarda. Up to recently, this angel was the only one left from a group of archangels. Sigarda stands for purity and goodness and would therefore never be corrupted like many of her sisters were. This gives her followers strength, or as the flavor of Skylar puts it, even when the angels succumbed to madness, Sigarda stood strong. She is hope. Sigarda and Skylar give their followers a sense of hope, but one that hangs on a thin balance. Because if such an angel would be captured, for example, or if purity is tainted only a bit, the whole concept fails. In the same way, when Skylar is removed from the battlefield, the humans instantly lose hope under Skylar's command. To represent this, I like to look at cards like Repel the Abominable. This card not only protects your humans and lets them attack in for their own damage, it also shows perfectly what Skylar stands for. He stands for granting his followers the strength to protect their own. He does it in a feeble manner, but that is because he trusts his followers to protect him in turn. And you should put enough protection in your deck to reward Skylar's indomitable faith. I like to sign this section with Sigarda's Prayer. Sigarda the True, the Shadow Slayer, the hope of the lost, protect us through this long night. May the dangers in the darkness bring harm to no one, and may our fears be met with Heron's grace. Avacyn is gone, yet you remain. To you, Sigarda, we offer this prayer. Now put this in stark contrast to the other alive archangel, Lisa the Forgotten. One of my favorite angels ever, who has been set aside by Sigarda and her sisters when Avacyn told them to, and when she told them that Lisa was impure. But while it is true that Lisa is impure, she still has an essence of purity. Let me explain this by saying that while she consorted with demons, she still held true to her followers' hearts, and she would make deals with devils, yes, but always in the goodwill of her flock. Now that she has returned to this world, she has vowed to fight for those who were forgotten, those who are lost. Lisa has a white and black color identity, showing her resilience, openness to darkness, and her willingness to fight. Sigarda meanwhile has a white and green identity. White again for her pureness, but the green part shows her tendency to see the world as set in stone, not by written law, but by nature. Everything should be as it is, and there is no room for darkness where there is her light. Skylar works the same. He is pure, and this makes humans flock around him. It gives them immeasurable strength when they are around the shining light of their commander. Still, when he dies, the humans are left with an emptiness, not nature or strength. No, they feel alone, and in looking at each other, the humans of Innistrad will want revenge for their leader. So when you kill the head of the snake, you will still have the body still coming for you. They will make last concerted efforts to remove your own creatures, until another leader rises to set them straight. Note that there are more healthy manners to deal with loss. In this case we celebrate and stand still for a moment with every life lost. In this case we shall celebrate their lives by drawing cards, and in this case of Kyler dying we shall gain a bit of life too. This helps us return to strength soon, ready to live on as nature would. Note that green, like black, is a color of perseverance, for different reasons, but it still is. Actually, we should be able to defend ourselves, and we should be able to keep training strong humans even though our leader might be gone. Mentor of the Meek is one of those people that turns your otherwise weak followers into ways to draw more cards. Still, these effects only work when our leader Kyler is not in his full strength. Of course, our devotion to purity means that at some point we should finish the deal too. And I believe that if you have failed to finish your cause with your massive army of massive humans, Sigarda will want to call onto your steadfast leader Kyler himself, to fly into the air to finish the deal for the people, for Sigarda, for Innistrad, for purity. Thank you for watching.